You know what we can do? We can try to do today's movie to movie. You know, Atrioc in the back channel hit me with his movie to movie from yesterday. He crushed me on the Max Sydow one, dude, or Max von Sydow one. I don't want to leak anything here, but he did it in like 3 steps. He went from the King's Man to Jimon Hansu, which is fair, which then took him to Blood Diamond, Leonardo DiCaprio, Shutter Island, Max von Sydow, The Exorcist. That is crazy. I said, how did you know that? He said, once I knew Max von Sydow was in The Exorcist, I knew I had the line because I quote Blood Diamond ironically all the time. Holy cow. I was out of my element. Speaking of which, I'm out of my element. How am I going to do this, dude? So again, I'm sorry, I need help on this. I just need help. Because I don't know anybody who's in Chucky or Child's Play. Is Jennifer Tilly in the first Child's Play? I know one person from the 10 Commandments, so I can get out of that. Brad Dourif, is that correct? Is Brad Dourif in Child's Play? Okay, I can try to get from 10 Commandments to Brad Dourif. Okay, so how are we going to do this? It's going to be something like, we'll try the daily challenge. It has to be, tell me you're an old movie without telling me you're an old movie. You know it's an old movie because all the pictures of the stars are young people, if you catch my drift. Anyway, we go Charlton Heston, and then we got to find a way to Alien Resurrection, okay? I know that sounds crazy. How the hell is Charlton Heston in movies in 2019? So there's probably a better way. I mean, we could go through American Film Institute 100 Years, 100 Movies, 10th Anniversary Edition into, can I get maybe like a little Sigourney? Hang on. Bring me back. I'm gonna. There's gonna be some hacking done here. Okay. Can I get a little Paul Reiser? That was not likely, huh? Can I get a? I doubt there's gonna be Ron Perlman in there, but can I get a little? Maybe they just have Brad Dourif. Can I get a little Ridley Scott? Gonna back it up to Charlton Heston, okay? And then we're gonna go AFI, American Film Institute. We're gonna get a little James Cameron. He's not in the movie. James Cameron's not in the film, okay? We're gonna go AFI. There's 7 people in the movie. Which one of you fricks is closest to Alien? Hang on. I can do this. Jodie Foster was in Elysium, which is a science fiction movie. Neil Blomkamp was supposed to do an Alien movie at some point. Do you think we can go Jodie Foster? Was Jodie Foster? Was Neil Blomkamp in his own movie? Is he like an M. Night Shyamalan type guy? I don't know. Richard Dreyfuss was in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's an Alien movie. But can I get from his ass to fucking Alien? I don't know. Morgan Freeman is the voiceover at the end of War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg. What he was gonna fucking Ben Stiller. He's in The Watch, a movie about aliens. There's no way. Okay, Ben Stiller. Just work with me here. Ben Stiller, Ed Helms, Sigourney Weaver, Alien Resurrection, Brad Dourif, Child's Play. Ben Stiller to Sigourney Weaver. Where would you go to get to Sigourney from here? You would go to Celebrity Escape Room, and then you would search Sigourney. Not there. You would search Ed Helms and connect through Cedar Rapids. You would find Sam Worthington. You would find Zoe Saldana. You would find other people from the movie Avatar. Yeah, I don't know them, okay? Other shit Sigourney Weaver's been in. Or other people that have been in movies with Sigourney Weaver. Paul Reiser, Newt, Bill Paxton, Bill Pullman, musical guest, Tenacious D, Sigourney. She was in Heartbreakers with Jennifer Love Hewitt. She was in Heartbreakers with Gene Hackman. I can't really imagine Gene Hackman being on Celebrity Escape Room. How about Ray Liotta, who's also in that movie? Okay, not there. Sigourney Weaver. She's done movies. She was in Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen. Sam Rockwell. Justin Long. Okay, take me back to Ben Stiller. We can get from Ben Stiller to Justin Long. I think it required... Was Justin Long in The Watch? No, but Vince Vaughn is in The Watch. He was also in Dodgeball with Justin Long, who is with Sigourney Weaver in Galaxy Quest, which takes us to Sigourney Weaver, which takes us to Alien Resurrection. That is not spelled right. Which takes us to Brad Dourif, which takes us to Child's Play. Okay, that was a long trip. It just took us a minute to get there. Wait, Ben Stiller was also in Dodgeball. That's a good point. Wait, who? Who did he play? The leader of Globo Gym? Bro, he has a mustache. Ben Stiller doesn't have a mustache. You gonna tell me Ben Stiller played White Goodman? That was Tom Selleck. That can't be Ben Stiller, man. What are you talking about? I'm sure there's a much faster way, don't get me wrong. And I needed the help to begin with. But still. Yo, that is new tech. Okay, let me see. Kate, are you ready? Are you ready to stream? Dude, I'm so pogged up that my thumb is not broken. That's gonna be like a huge not debuff. That's crazy. It's the adrenaline. It's been like 5 hours almost. It's not really a buff to not have a broken thumb, because we're coming from a thumb that was doing good work. You should still get it checked out. I agree. If we lived in a world, like if this was the 1950s and you could be like, doctor, I just crushed my thumb. Can you come to my house and give it a look? Then that would be a smart thing to do. In the modern world where getting something checked out here means you go to an urgent care before the doors open, because if you're there 5 minutes after they open, they're like, oh, we're at capacity for today. And then you sit in the waiting room for 10 hours anyway, and then they tell you, can you bend it? And then you're like, yeah. And they're like, okay, go to Costco and buy some ibuprofen. Or like, oh, so if it really starts to hurt, you should go to the emergency room. So then you go to the emergency room and then you get triaged down to the bottom of the list, which makes perfect sense. But you end up waiting there for 16 hours. And then the doctor comes in and says, hey, slugger, how you doing? I heard you hurt your thumb. Then they take a look at it for 5 seconds and go, yeah, it doesn't appear to be broken. Why don't you just go home and get some rest? If we lived in the world where, I'm not saying a world where doctors were better. I'm saying a world where there were more doctors, honestly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, a world where there were more doctors. But unfortunately, we can only allow people who got a 98% in undergrad become doctors. Because if we start letting people that had a 97% become doctors, I mean, you don't even want to know the degradation of society. It would take you 6 months instead of 10 years in order to have a doctor's appointment, and absolutely no degradation of service would apply. But do you want the person who got a 97% on their MCATs to be your doctor? Do you really want someone who's wrong with hyper-specific questions about which enzyme causes this problem 3% of the time and then goes into general practitioning where really you're just telling people to lose 15 pounds every the 95% of the time they come to your office? Anyway, sorry. Anyway, I think Kate's live. I'm going to send you over there. Have a nice rest of your day. I will be live tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to record some Super Auto Pets, and I'll see you next time. Later.